Welcome to A Haunted Look, an audio production that tells a story impossible to believe, but hard to forget. In this episode, an urban legend born in a tragic moment during a community's history many years ago. Did it happen, or did it not? Let's take a haunted look. Join us as we tell the story. Thank you for the spoon.
Jonesboro, Arkansas, May 27th, 1973. Just a half hour after midnight. Hell had come to Jonesboro. A series of three massive twisters, the largest with a funnel cloud almost a mile wide, swept completely across northeast Arkansas City. Within moments, the tornado roared through homes, businesses, 2 major shopping centers, and 4 schools. When it was finally over, the good news was that only 3 people were dead. The bad news is that almost 300 citizens were seriously injured. At St. Bernard's Hospital in downtown Jonesboro, nurses Cynthia Garner and Nadine Langston were working overtime shifts to take care of the injured. The hospital was in a state of chaos.
Dr. Eddington, the surgery.
Most of the 300 people who had been injured were being brought into the hospital.
Help me.
Some of them were on the verge of death.
Find my mother. I know she was brought here.
Then, amid the insanity unfolding, Nurse Cynthia Garner noticed a little girl who seemed to have shown up out of nowhere.
Well, where did you come from, sweetie? How old are you?
Dr. Revenant, please come to the emergency room immediately.
Not talking? Okay. Nadine, come here for a minute, please.
On my way. What do we have here?
I just found her standing here a second ago. She's not talking.
She may be in shock. What's your name, baby?
She looks to be around 7 or 8.
And you didn't see anybody with her? Honey, are your mommy and daddy around here?
She's barefoot and her hair is tangled and filthy.
She's covered in small cuts and abrasions from head to toe.
Jonesboro police officer Charles Ellenberg, who was helping that night, noticed the scene unfolding nearby.
What's the problem here?
We don't know for sure.
She either can't or won't answer our questions.
Hey kiddo, are your folks around? Are you hurt? Alright, look, I'll call this in, but I wouldn't expect to hear anything in this madhouse tonight.
We'll do what we can too.
After a doctor looked the girl over, it was determined that she was in mild shock and needed food and rest. Langston gave the girl a mild sedative and put her in a room, also giving her ice cream.
Here you go, baby. Vanilla ice cream. And a great big spoon to eat it with.
She left with the girl and stepped back into the chaos.
Dr. Howard calling Dr. Fine.
An hour later, the night was ending as dawn awaited the exhausted staff. No one had identified the girl, and the staff, Ellenberg and others, were still busy. Everyone was focused on their jobs until suddenly... A child screamed somewhere. Lights flickered and the televisions turned into static in every room, creating a new round of fear. Following the sound, Ellenberg and Garner arrived into the room where the little girl had been placed. They made an awful discovery.
Oh my god.
Sweet Jesus.
The girl had apparently killed herself by shoving the metal ice cream spoon into a light socket.
And a great big spoon to eat it with.
An hour later, the night was ending as dawn awaited the exhausted staff. Ellenberg approached Garner and Langston at the nurse's station.
Did either of you move the girl?
What do you mean?
We closed the door after the doctor declared her dead.
That's the procedure.
What's the matter?
She's not there. Her body is gone.
Not believing the policeman, the nurses quickly accompanied him back to the room where the tragedy had taken place. The thing that used to be a sweet little girl held out its hand and said,
Thanks for the spoon.
No missing child was reported as a result of the Jonesboro tornado in May of 1973. No one ever knew where the girl came from, but they think they know what happened to her.
Thank You for the Spoon was based on a concept developed and provided by Jada Powers. Executive producer and director was Randy Story. Our cast included Aaron Wright as Nadine Langston,
And a great big spoon to eat it with.
Sierra Layton as Cynthia Garner,
Well, where did you come from, sweetie? How old are you?
Chase Bagwell as Charles Ellenberg.
Oh my god.
Our narrator was Lance Brown. The rest of the cast included Keith Massey, Kaylee Thomas, Chance Stafford, Jocelyn Simmons, and J.C. Bagwell. Join us next time for another story of horror and hauntings in A Haunted Look.
This is a Screamin' Eagles audio production.